it has been a long time, but half of December I finally got a solo game in and I opted for the one-page rules of Age of Fantasy Skirmish. The reason being I had all the models available painted, it doesn't need a big table and I could put down enough scenery for an interesting game on a 4x4 area. So the Goblin slave tribes have suddenly gotten it into them that they can overthrow their Havoc Dwarf overlords, and a small warband is sent out to prot the defenses around their territory. But they encounter a patrol of the Havoc Dwarfs who quickly decide to decimate all ideas and goblins. The forces for this game have been set at recommended 150 points to get a hang of the rules, for which I use the basic one-page skirmish rules, and the AI generator rules. For the Havoc Dwarfs, it is a small and elite warband. They are led by an Iron Champion with his great weapon, together with his Bull Centaur bodyguard. 3 warriors are in the patrol, supported by a lone handgunner. And finally, to quell the revolting goblins, a flamethrower is accompanying them. The goblins, on the other hand, don't have too shabby troops either, for goblins that is. Under the guidance of their goblin leader and his pet cave beast, the little band consists mostly of archers with 2 units of 3 each. I just used double-based models to make the band look bulkier than it actually was. Amongst them, an assassin is looking for his prey, while a shroom sniffer makes up the final member of the band. Setting up 24 inches apart, the hunt for the goblins begins, with the plucky little guys who will try and gain their freedom. With the lay of the land placed down, a 2 was rolled for objective markers, so 3 were placed on the field, represented here by these smaller statues. Both warbands deployed on their halves, 24 inches of bloody battlefield and separating them, and the slaughter could commence. The goblin archers did have their bows trained, as both units loosened volleys, all missing their shots. The handgunner though replied to the volley, but he also missed his shot. Apart from movement, there wasn't much going on in turn 1 for the rest, as the forces moved closer and both scored the objective near their deployment zone, even though the Bull Centaur is coming close to claiming the second one. In the second turn, the flamethrower opened up on the assassin, who was hiding behind some ruins, and after a blaze of fire he stunned the goblin. The shroom sniffer though reached the middle objective first, but he's charged by the mighty Bull Centaur. The beast misses his attack though, probably due to momentum, and in return, probably being scared by its appearance, the shroom sniffer stabs a hole in the sky. The goblin archers though, they are more successful this turn. They loosen a volley and they manage to put the handgunner down, as the other group does hit the flamethrower but didn't penetrate its armor. So yeah, there was some unlucky dice rolling for the plate armor. In the center, the goblin leader charges in on the Bull Centaur, but managing only 1 hit, which glances off his heavy armor, and he returns a wound in return from the beast's great mighty hammer. And so the turn 2 comes to an end, with the central objective now heavily contested and the Iron Champion standing ready to join in that battle. Which he does by charging the goblin leader, and he smacks him for the remaining 2 wounds of his stuff buffer, meaning the plucky guy is now in danger of being taken out due to the AP of the champion's weapon, his returning hit though bouncing off the layers of the fierce warrior. In desperation, he charges the champion himself and actually causes 2 wounds on him. The champion strikes back, but fails to knock the little guy out, or even stunning him for that matter. The Bull Centaur and the Shroom Sniffer, they continue their battle, the mighty beast stunning the goblin. This causes the assassin to come to the aid of his companion, but he misses all his attacks and he's taken out by the Bull Centaur. He must have been probably the lowliest assassin to the goblins could ever muster for a battle. Probably went in and said, hey look, I can sneak up on someone and stab him in the back, and probably never did in his life. On the flank, seeing their center smacked around, the goblin archers take their revenge however, as they loosen a volley on the flamethrower that approaches them, and as the arrow spears their fuel tank, takes it out of action. In the meantime, on the other flank, the other group of goblins charges the warriors that had approached, and in a flurry of attacks and bad armor saves, 2 of the warriors fell to the revolters, as the handgunner tries to sneakily shoot the goblin leader, but he misses again. So with the last turn about to start, the Chaos Dwarfs have suffered more casualties, yet look in a better position to win the game, as they have a stronger and better armored presence at the central objective. If only that measly Shroom Sniffer would fall. In the leaders duel, the Iron Champion hits the goblin leader, stunning him, and as the Bull Centaur and the Shroom Sniffer continue their duel, they don't manage to take one or the other down, keeping the objective in a contested state. meaning that at this point the game will end in a draw. On the far flank, the lone warrior takes out one of the archers, but this won't affect the battle as he's locked now and he won't be able to reach the objective on that side either. The other archers, they try to shoot down the Iron Champion, and while managing to wound his last stuff bonus, they can't take the mighty warrior down at all. This means it all comes down to the handgunner. If he can finally hit something and take down the shroom sniffer, well, stunning would even be enough, and the battle would swing towards the Chaos Dwarfs on the final moments. And he does what he does best. He misses his shot on a 2. And so the battle ends in a draw, all due to the valiant efforts of a lone goblin who just refused to go down to the mighty swings of a bull centaur. The goblins, though, they can claim moral victory. They lost their assassin and an archer against 2 warriors and a flamethrower. So these rules are okay for the occasional small skirmish game against myself in the evening. All in all, this battle took about an hour to play, which is perfect for the evening to be filled. Expect some more Age of Fantasy solo gaming in 2024. Thanks for listening and see you next time. Bye bye. Did you like the Chaos Dwarf content in this video and want to know more about Chaos Dwarfs? Then check out the Chaos Dwarf online forum by scanning the QR code you now see on screen.